Again, I say welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com, the number one faith based motivational and inspirational broadcast platform in the country. As you can tell, we can see her. She can't see us, but we can see her. We can see that big, beautiful smile. And I want to say officially, Elaine Smith, good afternoon, and how are you?
I am wonderful. I'm wonderful. How about you?
Oh,
How about you?
oh, please. If you have to ask, I must be slipping. Stop it. Stop it. I tell you,
Look,
I am grateful, grateful. And I want to say, do me a favor. Introduce
yes.
yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Elaine Smith?
Elaine Smith is a licensed clinician in the state of Illinois. I'm currently on in the south suburbs of Kansas City, but I service in Chicago. As you can see, I'm also a new author on the scene. I created a workbook for Black women about strengthening our inner queen and kind of finding ourselves a little bit more, being able to understand like how certain things kind of impact who we are and how we let those things out. Um, let me go back and tell more about myself. I've been a therapist now for about 16 years. I really love what I do. I don't think there's anything else that I could possibly do
Wow.
um, that would give me the satisfaction that I get from helping other people.
We got to be
So,
related. We got to be related. We got to be related. I tell you, we got to be related. If you say that,
yes.
if you say you love what you do, you know what? It speaks volume. And I tell
Yeah.
you that people will be able to see the passion and the love that you have for what you are doing. Now, let's talk about
hmm
this current publication that you have released. Tell us a little bit about it, if you don't mind.
Sure. So let me just say that one reason I created the workbook is because I felt like for us as Black women, we are silent sufferers. Like we will make sure everyone else is okay, but we don't really check in with ourselves. So strengthening your inner queen is just that. It gives you an opportunity to kind of say, this is what I'm aware of. This is what I have been dealing with. This makes sense now. It really gets you to go deep within yourself. Someone kind of described it as a scalpel to the mind that I do ask certain questions so that you can go deep within yourself to build your self awareness about yourself, understanding how sometimes the trauma that we've been through or certain experiences that we've been through sticks with us. Even from childhood, it still sticks with us in our adulthood. And you kind of start weeding those things out so that you can find a better way to start your personal healing. And this is a workbook that you can do with yourself, with your therapist, with your friends. It is something that will break down all of those different negative components that you have. And towards the end, you start seeing how to be how to work towards your self care,
Yeah.
how to work towards self compassion for yourself. Because we have to be compassionate with ourselves. If not, then we just stay in a negative space.
Mm.
So I'm really proud of the book. I've had some really good reviews on how it's been able to help people. Some of my therapist friends are using the book in therapy themselves with their clients, and they're getting to see some really good results.
Wow. Well, you know what? I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you this: is this in fact your first release, your first publication, or is this a follow up to something that you previously done before?
This is my first publication, my first publication. Okay, I am super excited about it, but it's not going to be the last one. So
Oh,
there's going to be a follow up to this.
oh,
Oh, absolutely! I got to
oh,
keep it coming.
oh my
Got to
goodness.
keep it coming.
Well, you know what? That's important, and of course, I know that it's going to be an outstanding publication for
hmm
people to have. Our viewers and listeners are definitely encouraged to show their love, care, concern, and support. Go out and purchase a copy of this publication. As a matter of fact, what would be the process for them to do so? I mean, how, if someone right now wanted to show their love, care, concern, and support for you and the publication that you have released, what would be the
hmm
process for them to do so? How can they receive it?
So, well, first thing is if you want to purchase the book, they can definitely go on Amazon.com and purchase it from there. But if you want to get to know me and know more about me, because I'm always posting, I'm always doing something on social media, they can follow me on Facebook, Elaine Smith LCPC, and it's the same thing for Instagram, Elaine Smith LCPC. And I do a special thing. If you want a signed copy, just hit me up on one of those platforms, and I will definitely send a copy to you.
Well, and I appreciate all of those things. And of course, we are not
Mm-hmm.
going to allow or anyone to forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network down here in the lower left hand corner of everything in small print. Of course, but
Mm-hmm.
small print most of the time is the most important print on the paper. If you don't know, now you know. Elaine is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. We're located at gmap1.com. You can always stop by our platform. Click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors. You will see a copy of the publication that I am currently showing you on our television screen. Click on that copy, and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the publication, as well
Yep.
as the author. And of course, if you do make that decision to go through a location such as Amazon, we want you to take
Mm-hmm.
a few extra minutes, do us a favor, and please leave a review. Leave
Absolutely.
a review. It is so important for Elaine. It is so important for me. It is so important
Mm-hmm.
for Amazon to know what you think and how you feel,
Mm-hmm.
and to encourage Elaine to keep pushing, keep moving forward, and keep those publications coming out for the people around the world. And of course, I know that they, in fact, may want to reach out and connect with you on a more individual level. Is there some information that you can share with us today that will allow them to do so?
Oh, absolutely. I just actually released the website. You can go to actscare.org, axcare.org, and they can learn more about if they want services, what do I offer, as well as to learn more about other things that I do have in print. As far as like my book, I do have a coloring book on my site for self-care for women as well. So they can go there and learn more about me, and also to even connect if they want to have like a 30-minute conversation about what's the next steps for them.
And I love that. A
Yeah.
coloring book. Coloring book. I haven't heard coloring
Yeah.
book in years.
Oh,
Wow.
what you mean? Coloring
Ooh,
book is the best thing ever.
you know what? I'm in total agreement with you. A coloring book. I thought that. Oh my goodness. Now, of course, Elaine, I'm going to say this. You know that we are role models to someone, whether we like it or not. Someone is
Absolutely.
always paying attention to our every step in our journey. Someone, in fact,
Hmm.
may be watching you today and saying to themselves, I really wonder how I can get on track and follow my dreams and begin my journey the way Elaine has.
Okay.
What words of encouragement would you have to share with someone such as that today?
I think the best thing that I can say is that always be true to yourself. We are in a phase in a life where we always try to change who we are to fit whatever environment that we're in. And that's not what we were meant to do. We were meant to be unique. We were meant to stand out. We were meant to do things that everybody cannot do. And so if you're going to go out here and try to, help someone, make sure you stay true to yourself while you're helping them out,
Mm,
or just stay true to what you are bringing to the table.
right.
Because whatever it is that you have is unique because it's yours. No one else can do it the way that you can do it. Like
That's right.
I can't be a radio personality like you. Like I just cannot do that. But I know that me, the person that I am as a person and a professional, I know that I'm unique because I bring my personality to the table wherever I'm sitting.
Yeah.
So what you get is what you will receive every time.
Yeah.
Even in a therapy space, if my clients could tell you, they say, you know what, I come with who I am, and that's what makes them feel comfortable.
Right. Wow. Well, I always piggyback off a comment or such as that one and say, you can understand, or in your heart you've been
Hmm.
called for a particular thing, And how do you know that? Because you will begin to be that call. If you're
Yeah.
called to be an author and write publications, you don't have to wait to be validated. You just do it. If you
Yes.
were called to be a radio personality, well, you don't wait on someone to validate you. You just do it. So, it's
Mm-hmm.
always a wonderful thing to really listen to your inner voice and follow your dreams and passions and make sure that you love what you do. If you don't love
Yes.
what you do, I tell you, you won't be doing it long. I had a six-figure job and I hated it, and I walked away, went to lunch, and that was 15 years ago, and I'm still at lunch. So yeah, I wonder if I go back now if they'll accept the fact that I was having lunch. I don't
Yeah, I
know, but
doubt that. I doubt that.
but
I really doubt that.
you know what? Well, I imagine they wouldn't because they stopped giving me those paychecks. So, with that being said, if one of those individuals were to walk up to you today and you're inspiring them, encouraging them, and you are basically their role model, and they say, "Well, Elaine, I kind of appreciate what you're doing. I kind of
Hmm.
follow your journey and know where you've been and know where you are, but." You said it a little bit before, but if I were to ask you right now, what's next for Elaine Smith, what would your response be to that?
Whew, a whole lot, a whole lot. I'm not stopping. I'm going to ride out this momentum as far as I can. So I am working on another book. I'm not going to tell too much about it, but I am working on something that I feel is going to be for everyone. This was my journey to make sure that I put this out for Black women, but my next is to make sure I do something that is for everyone as far as strengthening that personality, that person that you are, and being okay with who you are and how you see yourself. So I'll give that much. So
Wow.
that is the next book that is coming out, another workbook. I am even going to dive into a little bit of fiction. We're going to see how that works too.
Well,
I just like telling stories.
yeah.
So I got a knack for something and I'm going to keep riding with it. But in between writing books and things of that nature, I do self-care journey videos on my platforms where I talk about like how different things that you can do for yourself, really short, simple videos of things that you can do for yourself to build your self-love journey. Because
Wow.
our journey is something that's always progressing over time. And so we always have to revamp, rechange, and retry things in order to figure out what works for us in that moment.
Wow.
So that those are the things that's coming up. But I promise you, I don't sit down for too long.
Wow. Well, I am just so grateful. Number one, that you've accepted the invitation to be here with us today. And number two,
Mhm.
I really, really am grateful that you accepted the invitation just by faith to be a part of our broadcast network family as a featured author. And number three, I
Yeah.
really accept the fact that you're allowing us to be a part of your journey. If there is anything that we can do, and of course, we're going to be continuously inviting you back. If there's anything that
Sure.
we can do to be of assistance to you, to provide any type of service along your journey, we want you to know that you do. You have our number. We want you to pick it up, call, text, chat, tweet, whatever you do. Make
Be careful
sure.
what you say now.
Hey, I'm
I'm gonna
not
call
being
you all the
careful.
time.
Hey, you know what? The record button is on, so you can rewind the tape and press play. But I give you my word, my heart, and my, you know what? I give you everything right in the open, personally and publicly, that there's nothing that you can't call us and ask us to assist you with, that we will definitely not try our very best to provide. We want you to know that when you do, the answer will always be yes, and you will never, ever, ever have to ask us twice. We want to give you that. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm just basically going to move over and I'm going
Okay.
to allow Elaine Smith to share exactly what's on her heart right now. So I'm moving
Okay.
over and I'm telling you, Elaine Smith, the floor is yours.
The floor is mine. So first, I want to say thank you for even giving me the opportunity to be here with you. Um, I kid you not, the first phone call, I was like, this is a bill collector. But then I said, no, let me go ahead and answer it. And I'm glad that I did because at this point, being here is giving me an opportunity to share my experience. I do want to let people know more about what I am offering because it is my passion. I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for any of that. I do it for the people. I want people to be able to get to a place of their own self healing. I want to bring people to therapy. I want to bring people to the fact that they can take care of themselves in such a great way if we just take a moment and figure out what that is. This is my passion. I want to help people. That comes first above everything else. And I want to continue to do that. And if there's anyone out there that just kind of like, I want to figure out what's my next step, my journey, reach out to me. I would love to talk to you. I will help you figure out what step one, step two, step three is and help you to start your journey. That is just who I am as a person.
Wow.
And I have to say, I do thank God for giving me this heart and giving me this mind and putting me on this path because I can't see myself doing anything else. I've had that 9 to 5 and that 9 to 5 was not for me, especially when it asks you to change who you are in order to fit their environment. That's why I say you have to be true to yourself because if not, you will constantly change who you are to fit an environment that's not meant for you.
Wow.
So that is what I learned along my self-love journey. And this continues to be an everyday progress because you got it right this time does not mean it's going to be right the next time. So our self-love journey is something that we continue to work on every day. And every day we get to be a little bit better. And every day we do better. And every day we see what is meant for us and not meant for other people.
Wow. That is outstanding. I appreciate you sharing that. And it really, really came from the heart. Strengthening your inner queen. We want you to make sure you show your love, care, concern, and support, and go out and purchase a copy, share it with your followers, family, and friends. Let people know that it's available for your convenience, for your entertainment, for your purpose. We truly, truly appreciate you being here with us today. We're definitely going to be inviting you back, so look for it. We'll be making sure that we place this on our YouTube channel and post it out on Facebook, and we're going to air it on our weekly cable TV program. We're just going to try to do everything that we can in order to help present you as well as your publications to people around the world. Elaine, we can't thank you enough. We just simply can't thank you enough for being here. We look forward to seeing you again soon, hearing from you again soon. Until then, we want you to have a fantastic rest of your day and be blessed and continue to be a blessing to others. God bless you, and you have a wonderful day, okay?
You too. Thank you so much.
Elaine Smith, one of our featured authors here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Don't forget to stop by. Click on the tab that is titled Featured Authors. Click on the book cover and follow that information, and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more details about the author as well as the publication. Until then, God bless you. You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you all soon.